Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar. Thank you, and Astonishing Melanie. How's it going, everybody? We added a little countdown to the beginning that was provided by
Oh, I
my
missed it.
wonderful Keenan Karen. Yes.
There you go.
So thank you so much, Keenan, for putting that together. So yeah, we figured we make it something special. I didn't want to just do a countdown, and I wanted to use volumes of my existing books to make sure people knew what kind of show we have here. We're talking about collected editions. Um, Morning, everybody. Melanie is rushing because she was sweet enough to. Her and the girls went to this library. Man, I don't know. We're so different. I am a night owl, and she is an early bird. So I guess we
The
balance each other.
library was open today, guys.
Yeah, the library was open today. That's good. Afternoon, nice intro. Yeah, that was all. Again, big shout out to Keenan Karen, and he is actually. You'll see the differences when I do my videos this coming week. There'll be some new intros, and he's put together some amazing things. So it was a pleasure working with him. My buddy Andrew, who's been a friend of mine since the third grade. He's usually the ones that has done all this stuff in the past, but he just got a new job, and I didn't want to how do I put it, impose on him since he's a friend of mine. So, uh, but he's still doing things on Nearman Collective, which everybody should go and check out. Uh, so yes, everybody hopefully is having a wonderful day today. Couple things to talk about. Number one is I'm going to tell everybody how they can enter to win the raffle for this right here, or I'm sorry, the waffle for this right here. You can win each one of this. We will pay for shipping. I'll announce that halfway through the video today. We've got some art to show. But before I go any further, there's something huge that happened. Well, we found out about it yesterday. I found out through Mark Wade's. So the legendary Neal Adams passed away, and it's been a lot to process, like in my head, when a big giant of the industry like that passes away, and not just his art and how much he did for comics, how much one could argue that he single-handedly changed comics back to what they are now. Like, we went from campy Batman from the Batmania of the 60s, and he took it out of that era into the serious, with the creation of Ra's al Ghul and all these things that he did, not just with Batman, but also Green Arrow, Green Lantern. Then he went over to Avengers and X-Men. Like, I mean, we would not have the artists that we have today, like Jim Lee. And that's actually how I found out about Neal Adams. Like, following my favorite artists and reading interviews with them, everybody kept pointing back to this guy named Neal Adams. And I was like, who the heck is Neal Adams? This is, of course, when I was like 12 years old, reading like Comic Buyer's Guide or interviews in Wizard Magazine. And I would look at some of like they finally did an article on Neal Adams, and I looked at some of that X-Men stuff that he did with the Sentinels, and I thought, oh, there was somebody drawing this style, like with this style back then. That is insane. I I've had the pleasure to meet him a total of 4 times, and every time he's been an amazing person to talk to. And I don't.
Super Lifeheart saying rest in pencils.
That's a great way to put it. There's a lot to say about him and what he did. Not only did he change the way, like he set the bar so high for the way people should draw comics and sequential art, but he was an activist for the rights of these creators. He's a big
his own comic company.
He did. He did.
Continuity
Comics. Yeah, he did that for a little while, and and I know you hear stories of him not getting along with some of the editors and things, but you can't be a driving force in the industry without butting heads, and a lot of people respect that, whether they were on the opposite end of that, right? Because he was. I mean, God bless, he was doing social commentary stuff in comics with Dennis O'Neil long before that was even, I think, a word.
Controversial?
No.
I was going to say.
Controversial for its time, absolutely, especially the things that we're doing.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant the word controversial.
No, I did not. The other thing I was going to say is that, he's the reason why a lot of these creators are getting credited in movies and things like that for the creation that they help put out in different mediums. So it's not just the comic book industry that he helped elevate, but every part of it, movies, TV shows, and all the creators that were behind the scenes working their butts off, getting measly pennies to the whatever the studios were making at the time with TV shows and movies. And a lot of that has changed. So so he was big for that. And yeah, he was definitely a force of nature, and I had the pleasure of talking to him a couple of times. And the last time I talked to him, he was talking about the restaurants around the area, and that's the kind of conversation that he wanted to have. So he was Neal Adams, and of course I was going to talk to him about the restaurants in the area. But those are my thoughts. Rest in peace. Yeah. Still, he accomplished a lot, but he's still gone too soon. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have people like Frank Miller in the industry that he helped get into the industry because he saw potential in people. So our thoughts and prayers with his family.
That's really nice, baby.
Oh, thank
Sorry
you.
to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't quite understanding what you were saying.
I'm almost never here.
Thank you, Riv, for the super chat. I'm almost never here for these, but it's 1 a.m. and I just got back from Everything Everywhere all at once, second viewing. Yay, Saturday stream. For a split second, I didn't know you were talking about the movie. I was like, wow, you're really busy. You just got back from Everything Everywhere all at once. So I hope you enjoyed the movie.
The movie
you
is
enjoyed
awesome.
it, right?
Yes.
We have another super chat from Martino. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat,
Hello
brother.
from Mexico.
Hey, you said that right. Good job, baby.
Yep. Because I don't understand why we don't say countries' names the way they're supposed to be pronounced. Or like Japan, it's Nippon. Why don't we call it Nippon? Just saying. Barbara's saying, man, how do we start asking questions after that?
Oh no, this is a positive community, right? Like he did a lot of things, but I think I needed to get that off my chest. And there are a lot of thoughts, and I think a lot of us content creators have thoughts on him, and it's like there's not enough words to talk about him. Like it, and you'll see throughout throughout the days, throughout the months, people will start sharing their thoughts. I just saw Chris Claremont's early this morning, because it hit us. And his son wrote a beautiful tribute to him, talking about, how he was always asked the question, what's it like to be Neal Adams' son? And if you read that, it will tear you up. Like just the way he saw his father in different points in his life. I thought that was a really, really beautiful tribute to his father. And he's also an artist too. His son is. Hey Kyle, how's it going? So our buddy Kyle ended up getting COVID, so he's at home. So I hope you're feeling better, brother. Germany.
That's what I thought it was. Germany is Deutschland, and then somebody's saying, "Okay, say Nederland."
That was easy. That's easy. I can do that.
So, and Roberts, thank you for the beautiful words. Now is when you look at Graham. Now is when you play the Mickey song from Rocky 3.
Yeah, God, what a great song! What a great soundtrack. Amanda and I were talking about soundtracks yesterday because she was telling me Lady Gaga's doing the soundtrack for the new Top Gun movie, and I was like, you can't match the amazing soundtrack of Kenny Loggins in the original Top Gun. It's impossible.
Kenny Loggins.
Oh, what is that word? What is that?
That is the Netherlands.
Yeah. We're just gonna stick to Netherlands. English was hard enough to learn for me.
Okay, I get it. It's a sound that you don't know how to pronounce with the letters that are denoting it, but I mean, come on, Nippon. We can say Nippon. Top 3 Vertigo titles. Go. While you're eating your cheese Danish.
Why don't you go?
I can't remember who publishes what.
My gosh! All right.
What are my top 3 Vertigo titles?
Well, for me, I'm gonna go first because you're gonna steal all of mine.
Is Sandman Vertigo?
Sandman.
Okay, Sandman.
Preacher.
Sandy Man.
Oh gosh,
3
Preacher and I. Oh my gosh, only 3. Okay, if not for Swamp Thing, we would not have Sandman. If not, okay. Okay, Swamp Thing. So there you go. It's Preacher, Sandman, Swamp Thing. Oh my gosh, Hellblazer would be up there, and freaking Why the Last Man, and
okay,
and Pride of Baghdad, and so many books. This was so hard. Yeah, top 3. I always do top. Yeah, Japan as Nihon, but
it's both according to my Google search. They're both written in Japanese using the kanji. And there's kanji there.
You weren't expecting to learn that today on Near Mint Condition, were you? Omar, I'm late. I just watched your manga haul from 6 months ago. When is your next manga haul? Oh, actually, I got enough for another one coming up. Yeah. So thank you so much. In Japanese class, we learned it's Nihon. See?
I saw that.
Just had 2 Starbucks and possible breakfast minus the egg.
I thought about it. But
right before this live stream started. This episode's not brought to you by Starbucks.
No, it's not.
So
It's brought to you by Walt's Comic Shop, but we'll do the ad later. And cheapgraphicnovels.com.
Look at Liquid Shogun. By the way, I love this. I love these questions.
Thank you for the super
fired
chat.
At me. So to answer your question, where's that Richard Rider epic at? No, it's not. I saw that, and it's not. It's DC. It was not Vertigo. You are dead to me.
Sorry to interrupt your question.
How are you gonna get?
You're
gonna be trolling me like that. Anyway, so I have all of the Omnibus edition, or all the Omnibus for January, February, March, and I believe April. I put it on our Patreon. Not that I put the list. It's a lot of fun. I'm like, you all guess. So I put the list that Marvel sends me, and when they send me a list, I leave out the names, right? I just put new Omnibus, reprint of an Omnibus, and I have people guess what they are. So it's a lot of fun. So I have January, February, March, and April. So on the list, you'll see new Omnibus, new Omnibus, new Omnibus, new Omnibus, Omnibus new printing.
There are no clues.
I don't give people clues. Hey, you all, who caught that?
An NDA. Is that what's called an NDA?
Yeah, I did sign an NDA.
Non-disclosure agreement.
So look at you.
Yeah.
Who caught last week, though, when they asked me, can you give us a hint of the upcoming Marvel Omnibus announcement? And I said, yeah, it's a Marvel book. And I announced Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson. Look at that. Didn't see that coming, except somebody did call me. They're like, okay, Captain Marvel confirmed. Good catch.
When Mike, hey, new Spooey channel. And I forgot to tell you, I was so... because I believe this was the first time that I had seen you in person on the book club. Like, it was so nice to see who you are, face behind the name. Would Mike Grell's Green Arrow have been considered Vertigo if it existed at that point?
Because it was that was controversial too. Now that's the right choice of words to use for that. Yes. Probably because of all the adult themes on it. I want to say when the Omnibus came out, was it Black Label or is it DC logo still? Yeah, there were a lot of adult themes, like human trafficking, drugs, and things like that. Nothing you wouldn't see on the news. Omar, I was in the middle of your May release video when this one started. We have to hear about you going to see Gore. Dude, I went twice to see them. Once was it dancing and Gore. And by the way, if you don't know who Gore is, they were at like death metal, but you
saw so many concerts before I met you.
This was in high school. They dressed up like demons and stuff, and they had this giant like demon head in the middle of the stage that you could volunteer. I don't know how, the first time they did it, you volunteer to get eaten by the demon, and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing. It was crazy, dude. It was so fun, and I was in high school. I don't think if my parents knew what kind of concert that was, they might have been like, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but it was like going to watch like Berserk live, like all these dudes dressed as like giant muscular demons.
So ridiculous. It's
funny. It's great.
Like, it would be fun. All right, speaking of Berserk, are the trades, paperbacks out of print, or just harder to find?
They're harder to find. They are evergreen for as long as Dark Horse owns the rights to Berserk. So keep that in mind.
Where's that Donny Cates Thor OHC?
I don't know. I haven't heard about that one. I really haven't, by the way.
Michelini and Bagley, Spidey.
Look at all these threats. I better be on that list.
Morning, Omar, Mel. How are you? Hi.
We're doing okay, but I'm getting early morning threats. Secret Wars 2? Question mark. Dude, that didn't make it in the reprint poll, did it? I don't think that made it in the. Yeah, I don't think it made it in the top 25.
All right, so Bar, thank you for the super sticker. So here's your question. You're so cute.
I got you.
I know it doesn't work for you for some reason. You're cursed with YouTube. When a book goes out of print very fast, like the new Thor Omni, does that also usually mean it'll go back to print faster? Also, how does a book go out of print so fast?
Okay, I've explained this. When I say out of print, I mean at the distribution level. Just because a book is out of print at the distribution level does not mean that like places like In Stock Trades won't have it. Like In Stock Trades might have like 10,000 copies of Thor, but the distribution is out, meaning that nobody else can order anymore. So that is something to keep in mind when I say something is out of print. I will say that unfortunately, when things like that go out of print quick, just because it was such a huge print order, that I don't think they're gonna be going back to print with that book anytime soon, just because it's going to push back everything else that was already on the schedule. So that's something to keep in mind. So something like that, I don't think will come back to print. Maybe next year. I could be wrong. I mean, in the end, they're gonna do what they want to do, but I can't see them pushing off something else on the schedule. Are the freaking? Hold on a second.
Here, I'll go.
It's the delivery people, even though they said 12:30 to freaking 2:30.
All right. So I'm gonna.
I'll take over. I'll take over.
Deliver.
What's up, Novarg? Guar is like Lordy for adults. It was insane, man. It was magical. Yo, Omar, I've seen on Amazon the DC's Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus, but 744 pages. Is that right? Or isn't that the absolute? The absolute is smaller, right? I don't think we've seen the Omnibus. Add me to that Bagley Michelini threat list. I'm getting threats. This is crazy. Omar, do you have long? I did have long hair, man. I had long hair, but dude, I was all into different types of music. My running track to this day is like, gangster rap, heavy metal, death metal, long. I was a kid of the 80s. Cartoon intros, anime soundtracks, video game. I love jogging to video game music. Like, I don't get to jog as much as I used to anymore. But man, my tracks are crazy. Hi, Omar. How are the Darth Vader stories, dude? No kidding. It might be that I just got finished reading some of them. Freaking awesome. Like, he is so ruthless. Darth Vader going after the Jedi, just snapping people's necks and like cutting people's hands off, using his own. Dude, there's a scene where somebody cuts Darth Vader's hand off and it still has his lightsaber. And the Jedi's like, what are you going to do now, Vader? Vader's like, anyway, it's a morning chat, so I better censor myself. So he uses the Force to drive his severed hand with the lightsaber in it through the Jedi. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I love it. I'm almost done with it. My overview of that is going to be on Monday, and then the Star Wars reprint will be on May the 4th, because, May the 4th be with you. Do we have an announcement for Thor by Aaron Omnibus Volume 2? Volume 1 is going to have to be reprinted by the time it comes out. No announcements. Any word on Dark Horse's next likely deluxe manga edition? I actually asked them. They haven't gotten back to me. Those folks have been really great, honestly, getting back to me and just working with them. I like that. I like working with people in PR that take just a little bit of time to answer some questions. Because to me, this has never been about getting free books. Like, that's not what I was trying to do with this community. It's a nice perk. Of course, I'm not gonna like it. It's great that they send me books, but I want more. I want to be able to have our voice being heard, for them to see that, oh, it's not just some guy in a basement talking a bunch of crap. This guy actually speaks for a lot of people. That's why I do like the reprint polls for Marvel. That's for both the epics and the omnis, so they can have an understanding of what, it's really free market research for them, right? If you think about it, but not a lot of publishers see that, so it is what it is. But yeah, Dark Horse has been great to work with recently. I hope we get this year the reprint of Superman by Tomasi and Gleason. I didn't know that was out of print until you just said that, man. Omar, when are you announcing Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4 reprint? Last one from last year's top 20. I know I didn't make it, right? I don't know, brother. I really don't know. There is a Spider-Man book in the next round of announcements. It's pretty huge, but it's not that. Was supposed to get my Thor Aaron Omni on Tuesday, but it got delayed because of stupid King's Day. Now, hopefully, I'll get it next Tuesday. I hope you do too, brother. How do you go from Secret Wars with Mike Z? Milgram gets a lot of hate, but he was a good writer. I thought he was a good inker. But people really hated his art. I remember as an X-Men fan, I remember people really, and I didn't really dig it, the Wolverine and Kitty Pryde series where she became Shadowcat. Yeah, people didn't really dig that. Good morning. Can we get a Secret Wars Omni after the Hickman reprint? What would you have in there? The Battle World stuff? Is that what you're talking about? That would be great. Dude, I would love to see, it makes me happy to see creators' names on a book, right? Like Kelly Thompson, that's her first omnibus. Somebody shared my video with her on Twitter, and she was so sweet. I wish she did interviews. I really like her run. I would love to pique her brain. But to see Tom DeFalco's name on, for me personally, Thor, like that is one of my favorite Thor runs, and then Fantastic Four. And yes, of course, Spider-Man. Spider-Girl, oh my gosh. That's got to be a freaking, like, to see your name on a big book like that, that's got to be an amazing feeling. Will there be any chance of Annihilation Conquest reprint, as it is out of print, and Annihilation and War of the Kings is coming back into print? Yeah, Annihilation comes back this week. I haven't heard of a reprint of that. I'm sorry. What book made you cry the most? That's hard, man. A lot. God Country, I Killed Giants. The final page of Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck gets me every time. Every time. And Starman. There's a couple of scenes. Oh my God. There's parts in Starman that I can't even talk about without crying. So yeah, it's got to be 12:30 somewhere in the universe. Somewhere. Oh, that's true. Never knew Omnibus existed until I saw your channel while looking for Batman recommendations. Are they practical to read in bed or on the couch? Hey Bert, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. And I'm glad you found the channel. So, I get asked this question a lot, and it might be a silly video idea, but I was like, well, maybe I should do a video on how I read my books. I don't have an issue reading them. Practical is the question, right? Like, I've told stories about this. Like, I've taken my Omnis on plane rides with me, like when I was traveling for work, because I'm not a big digital guy. Like, I think digital starts hurting my eyes after a while. Probably it's an old man syndrome. But I've taken them with me on train. We were in Japan, and I was reading the Daredevil by Frank Miller omnibus, which is getting a reprint. And I never had any issues with it. You just got to be careful whenever you're packing it on your backpack. I read on my couch. I read on my bed. Most of the time, I'm actually reading here, like on a table, where I can just lay the omnibus flat and start reading it. Yeah. But most of the time, it's either sitting on my couch or sitting here. Put a pillow under my omnibus sometimes. Got to be a nice, not one of those cushiony pillows, something to give it some kind of firm hold. I've seen people use cookbook holders, by the way. It's a cool idea. If you need that. Yeah, those, like, whenever you're cooking, you use that little cookbook holder to put your book on it. I've seen people use that too. Pretty unique things that people have come up with over the years. Any news on Green Lantern by Jeff Johns Volume 5? Nothing, man. Nothing yet. So why did Peter David's Hulk 2 get a reprint so quickly after this year's? No, Peter David's Hulk came out last year. That reprint was actually supposed to come out last October. Apparently it did well. I'm sure, like I said, you'll see a Thor reprint again. That thing sold great. Do we have an announcement? Nope. I answered that one. Hi, Mark Zimmer. How's it going, brother? Omar, has any Omni from the top 50 Tiger Eyes made it? Wink, wink. I can't answer that, man. I want to say I don't think so. Maybe. You know what? Yes. Yes, because there are a lot of Omnis I'm announcing. Now, don't get your hopes up if you don't see the book you wanted, though. I feel like that happens a lot. People get excited. They're like, oh, man, we got a new Spider-Man omnibus coming, but it's not the one they want. So they get all discouraged. It happens, man. Just like me when I see a list and I'm like, oh, I want that X-Men Volume 5. Oh, okay, we're not going to go there yet. That makes sense, though. Like, a lot of us want Uncanny Omnibus Volume 5, right? So, again, I like to remind people that we are living in a better age than we were before. Before, it was Well, 7 years between volumes 1 and 2. Can you imagine 7 years between volumes 4 and 5? You all would riot. You would come to my house, find my address, and be like, why aren't you telling Marvel that, like, it would be insane. It's gotten a lot better, believe me. They're waiting for the sales of the Masterworks. By the way, we got some great new scans, some new masters out of those. So we'll have a beautiful book by the time volume 5 or whatever they decide to call it comes out. Hey, Omar, how standalone is the Annihilation Omni? I'm going to tell you something right now. If you like it, you're not going to want to miss Annihilation Conquest. This is what I was actually, who was I talking about? I was talking to a friend of mine. Maybe it was a one-on-one that I have on our Patreon, but we were talking about like how important it is. Like they just wanted to read Annihilation Conquest. And I told them, and it's the God honest truth, you will never want to put down the book if you've enjoyed Annihilation Conquest. You will read all the way to the Thanos Imperative because that's the way it works. It hooks you. Was that Bucky O'Hare intro from the Neal Adams continuity? It was Continuity Comics, not the most energetic theme song of its time. I love that song. That's sick. I wish Melanie was here. She's upstairs with the movers or with the delivery people. No, Omar, it's the Omnibus, January 10th. I think that can't be because that's way the page count on that isn't enough to cover all of even the main like part of the story. Blink once if Thor Volume 2 is coming in 2023. Now you got me thinking, should I blink? Okay, I'm constantly blinking. I'm not answering that. Darth Vader and the Lost Command is another phenomenal story in the upcoming Omni 2. Oh, awesome. And the Ghost Prison alone is worth the price of new. Dude, brutal as hell is the best way to put it. I wasn't expecting that kind of damage to be done. Because, we've seen it covered a little bit in the Marvel runs, and I can't wait for more of that. But in this, they just go all out. It was awesome. Hey, Roberto Rodriguez, do you not answer me? I answered your question. You must have left. Blink if the Daredevil by Miller and Jansen reprint will be followed with the Companion. I don't know. I thought the Companion was still available. Any developments down the pike from your Image contact? Not yet. She is a very super busy lady, and she does take her time to get back to me. We're trying to set up some interviews right now with some of my favorite creators, and I've reached out, so we will see. And I need to start replying back to a couple of them. Brand new day Omnibus confirmed. See what I mean? Superior Spider-Man. Now everybody's thinking. Whenever I said a Spider-Man Omnibus, now everybody's like, "Oh, it's the Peter Porker Omnibus. Superior is the worst." Everybody has their own opinion about these things. It is fun to get to sit back and look at all the comments when it comes to the these different type of books. Like people get excited about Silver Age stuff. They usually don't get excited about modern age books. So it's interesting to kind of be in the middle of it and just be excited for it all. That is not for us.
Oh, okay.
That goes out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, baby. What's up, Judge Dredd? Hey, where'd you go? I was telling them a story. Oh, I can't even remember what I said you would have been useful for. But let me get Matt's super chat.
Okay, sure. Thank
you,
Omar!
Matt. What's up, Matt? On a vacay, the Bay Area right now with a stack of comics to read in the sun. Headed to Alcatraz Island today. Favorite prison story. Shawshank Redemption. It's the perfect story.
Yeah, I think I like that better than Green Mile.
What was that one called? What was the Stephen King short story called? It was the poster. What's her name?
The name of Shawshank Redemption was the poster.
Yeah. It was a short story. Was it in 4 seasons, I think? Dude, I love that movie. I love that movie.
What is it? What's the actress on the poster?
Oh, so people know. People read here.
Yeah,
people read here.
And
Bert.
Thanks, Bert, for the super chat. What's the best non-Omni way to collect Court of Owls run? I have volume 1, which I've not read yet. Here's the supporting great educational content.
Oh, that's thank you so much.
Rita Hayworth. That's right. It's
Rita Hayworth. That was it. Thank you.
Look, there's like 10 people. Rita Hayworth.
The best way, if you don't want to get the omnibus formats, get the trade paperbacks. They've also had a box set, and it's being reprinted. It comes with a silly mask, unless you think the mask is cool. But man, yeah, get the box set. It's all there. There's also the City of Owls trade paperback. which is like a companion to that in case you don't want to buy all the Nightwing, all the other trade paperbacks that were out with the Bat Family. I would get that as well.
So it looks like the whole story was Rita Hayworth in The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And let's see. I got my first paycheck at my first job yesterday. Congratulations,
Landon.
I got Volume 2, Volume 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Volume 1 of Spy X, or Spy Times Family. Do you say X or Times? Is it Hunter by Hunter, Hunter times Hunter? Or is it Hunter
well, I never
X
call
Hunter?
him the Timesman. I think it's just Hunter and Hunter. Oh,
I don't know.
Gosh.
My friend says Hunter x Hunter. Volume 2 of Tokyo Ghoul, and then a book called Hooky. Oh, that's awesome! You got yourself a great haul with your first paycheck.
Let me tell you. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you did, but I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since I was a kid, I hustled, man. I no matter what, like recycling bottles, whatever it took. Working in the tobacco fields at the age of like 12 and 13, which I don't think they do that anymore.
Nope.
Working in factories at the age of 14. Dude, I will tell you this. No matter how hard and how dirty I got and whatever the job was, I remember in my head, I'm like, with this, I'm going to buy this comic. I'm going to buy that video game. And that's the way I thought about things, right? Like it got me through the day thinking of what this is going to do. And that what you just said reminded me of that. With my first paycheck, I went out and bought this. With the first cash that I got, like for recycling bottles or whatever, I got some candy, and I went to the comic shop. Oh no, I went to the gas station to buy some comics. That's what I did, and it just reminded me of that Hunter x Hunter. That's what I thought. So congratulations, man. It's a good feeling, and enjoy it while you can before you have like, oh man, with my first paycheck, I gotta go pay the water bill. My next paycheck, I gotta make sure the electricity stays on in my house.
All right. Let's see. Main run, Iron Man Omni reprint. Is that bad?
The main run on Iron Man Omni reprint. It's that bad? Oh, the Silver Age Omnibus reprint. That's what you want reprinted? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Sorry, man. Good morning, Nearman family. Loving the Saturday morning ritual. What's up, Warren? Eddie Brock is here. We are Venom. I want to know what Eddie really thinks of the Venom movies. Like, I'm curious because I've shared my feelings. I wonder.
Yeah, tell us.
Do you like the Venom movies, Eddie?
Tell us true, Eddie Brock. Okay, so Landon's construction. I'm a laborer. I just clean up houses that are being built. I'm 16. My first paycheck was a little over $1,000.
$1,000, dude.
Dang, Landon! If this was a Saturday stream, I would have said something else.
Let me tell you about my first paycheck was like $33. $33, and I thought I was rich. Of course, this was 1989. Oh my gosh, 1989.
Landon, you're getting all the books,
dude.
All right, what do you think of the Avengers X-Men #1, Blade's daughter?
Yeah, I haven't read it. Blade has a daughter. Of course she does. Of course she does. I haven't read it, man. So I usually wait until trade unless something really, really like I need to check out. Like if it's a new book by Image by a creator I really enjoy, I check out like the first issue digitally. Prediction of the next announcement: Batman Omni after No Man's Land is out. I mean, let's face it. For me, it would definitely be post-crisis Batman after year one. I would love that. But knowing DC, it's gonna be something like Detective Comics by Tony Daniel during that 52 era. Hulk by Peter David Volume 1. What's up with that? Reprint versus restock. Some shops for some don't know it exists. It was I don't think it was a reprint. No, it was a reprint because it was in the catalog. So it is out there, just like Excalibur was. Oh, Kane, I'm with you. I would love Contagion Legacy, but my luck and the way that I've seen DC put a lot of love towards that 52 era, I think it's going to be something like that, like Detective Comics. Maybe even Tom King, Batman, Volume 1.
Free Comic Book Day is next Saturday.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about how do we celebrate. My buddy Matt reached out to me. How are we going to do it?
Matt Thompson?
No, Matt.
Baby
Cross,
Matt?
Baby Matt.
I would like to point out that Omar has blinked 259 times since he was asked to blink about those release dates.
Please don't look up like what I'm doing. Did We Are Venom answer?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Wait, go back up.
1989, you're ancient.
1996, my first paycheck was $200. I was rich, right, man?
Mm-hmm.
That was before cars, gasoline. Like I couldn't drive at that age. I was, first paycheck. I was walking to the tobacco fields. It was a lot of fun though, dude.
I want to, because I'm going to forget. Let me plug Torsten. You can find out Torsten's YouTube channel, Torsten. His interview with Ram V.
Ram V.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness, Torsten is really
Did you say
good.
Omar Goodness?
No, I said oh my.
I like
It's
that.
really
Omar
good.
Goodness.
You are a terrific interviewer. And it was so natural and so interesting. Yeah, you guys should check it out because wow, it's a really good interview.
Yeah, man.
And
he's a good.
You really
and Torsten's a really good
deep.
guy. He's here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He dove. I'm sorry, baby.
What?
He dove. You said he dove. I interrupted
really
you.
Deep.
You dove really deep.
They.
Like Scrooge in a money bin?
Yes. Thank you, Mike, for the super sticker. I'm going to pretend it's a Guinness beer sticker.
I always see that whenever I see Mike Irish's name. Hi, guys. When is Infinite Crisis Omnibus reprint coming? I don't think that's been announced yet. Right? I don't think there's a 2022 version of that yet.
Hey, Justin
Wilson.
Y
saludos desde Peru. Muchas gracias, hermano. Tú eres de peruano. Yeah, I think it's had 3 printings, and there's my buddy, Justin Wilson. If you could choose one Omni or a full Omni to be remapped, what would it be? Hi, by the way. Hey, Justin. What would I remap? Oh, or a full run. The Ed Brubaker stuff, I'd probably make 2 Omnis instead of 5. And I'm sure Marvel probably thinks that too. It's just a lot easier to send the same files over to the printer and say, hey, reprint these, please. What would I remap? What would be really fun to remap? That's a good question, man. Well, I mean, Spider-Verse, of course, which I need to actually reach out to see how the mapping on that's going to be. Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon, if they do it right with the right proper reading order, that would be mind-blowing. I'm a big fan of like Infinite Crisis. I think that event was mapped properly. Yeah, I think, okay, I guess if I had to go back, I would go with maybe War of the Realms a little bit, put in some issues in between War of the Realm issues. It's a hard decision as to what makes the cut, though, but probably something like that.
Eddie Brock did, and hey, Mario, did
Thank
respond. You. Let's see the review. Tom Hardy is great, but is a Venom movie really a Venom movie without Webhead? We don't think so. What makes Venom is the dynamic with Spider-Man. Just our thoughts.
Yeah, it seems like it's so different these days with the comics and the movies, right? Like Venom can now be his own thing, or it has been. Eddie Brock Venom.
Thanks, Eddie. Thank you for the super
name.
chat. Happy Saturday, Omar, Melanie. Happy birthday. Happy Saturday to you, Paul Bryant, Mall Cop. Somebody's birthday is today, though. I remember they said last week.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what happened to Avengers Volume 2? I can't seem to find any info on that release anymore.
Yeah.
Bonus question. Do you ever see Planet War Hulk getting reprinted?
Let me answer one question at a time. The first question is Avengers by Jonathan Hickman Volume 2 has been moved to February. Like, if you're a member of our Patreon, I put the new dates there. It's just a list of books. Like I said, with other...
What tier is that?
That's just the $1 tier.
Yep.
Anybody can look at it. And as far as your second question, do I ever see that getting reprinted? Do we have music? I don't hear anything.
No, I tried. I played it, and then it just stopped. And somebody make a joke about good thing it wasn't a specific kind of playlist that I can't say.
But yeah, Planet Hulk and Werewolf Hulk? Both of those were put in our those made it to the top 20. One of them made it to the top 20. No, Planet Hulk made it to the top 20. So
that's why
I want to say that, yeah, there's a good chance of that happening. I know you're a comics guy, but as someone who loves great writing and a great story, what would you say your favorite TV show is? Oh my gosh.
Let's list them.
I mean, I have a lot, right? I'm a big fan of
What's good writing? Arrested Development. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, I tend to like shows that are about stupid people written by smart people.
Yeah.
I like
The
that.
Office. We're watching the Superfan episodes. It's really fun because I got to memorize. It's really fun to be like, that was a deleted scene.
6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under is up there.
Oh, that depresses me. And it reminds me of having to go back to college.
Firefly.
Firefly.
Firefly's up there for me. Sopranos. The Sopranos was great. I love that show.
Well, Game of Thrones.
I was going to say Game of Thrones.
I think it's adapted well.
Well, here's the thing is, no matter how great a show is, if that last episode or that last season isn't as good as the show is building up to be, then it can destroy the entire show.
I still have fond memories of all the other stuff, though. So
I do too, but my gosh, that last season really broke me. Those are just some of my favorites. I mean, I've got a lot.
Good question.
That was a great question.
Now, what about this Kermit?
Oh, you know what? The Wire. Come on, The Wire, man. That's like top 3. The Wire. Can we talk about Kermit the Frog, dude? Never mind. I'm not gonna say what happened. But afterwards, he showed us another video, and it was beautiful. Like you
told me about.
Yeah, he is a really talented guy. My buddy. This is Curtis from the Epic Marvel podcast, by the way.
The Rainbow Connection.
Not only is he amazing when it comes to Marvel epics, but he is a great voice actor.
Wait. So, if you haven't heard my story, who was it? Whose print did I buy of Kermit the Frog?
Oh, the guy that works for. He was a Disney animator.
Right, and it's a beautiful print of Kermit, and he's got a Jim Henson puppet. Jim Henson is a puppet, and he's talking to him. He's sitting on his log, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." So then, for some reason, in my silly mind, the guy was like, "Yeah, I can write something on it, sign it." And I was like, "What's she write?" And that I knew Rainbow Connection, but I didn't say it. He said it's not easy being green, and then I'm such a kid. I was upset. I was like, I didn't want that. It's not the magic that I wanted. I was so upset about it. And then I'm like, I'm an adult. Reframe your thoughts. Come on now. At least you've got this thing and it's awesome. Yeah. So that's my
wife. A world of disappointment. Let me tell you how hard it is for Christmas time to shop.
How hard it is being green. It does fit me.
Omar, you need to map the alpha on me.
Oh,
no, I do not.
Somebody was asking earlier, when's the next map? My ex Peter's still taking a break?
He was taking a break, but I'm going to reach back out to him. I will not do the show without my buddy Peter. He is, he's just a gem of a person to be around. I love being around that guy, man. I wish he was closer. But that's something that I do want to bring back, and Oddfell and get Riley back here. Fatal Attractions OHC needs remapping. Does it though? I don't think it does. I thought it was good. I like the mapping in it. Because they put in other issues, of course. How essential is Road to War of the Kings, between Annihilation, Conquest, and War of the Kings? Essential. I mean, that's the introduction of Vulcan, so you'll want to read a little bit about that, and it's got all the other stories, like in the aftermath of the secret invasion, because things are going on with the Inhumans, and that's what affects the War of the Kings. So you'll want to read it, because that's also where you'll find the amazing issues of Guardians of the Galaxy by DNA and Nova. Oh, so good, man.
Oh, where is it? I think I see a super chat at the bottom, but
did you miss a super chat?
There's one at the bottom. Maybe that's the one that had popped up. Okay. If we missed your super chat, please type it in.
There is a way to go back.
And then I want to go to something Project Viking said.
Okay, can I take over for a second?
Okay. So thank you for the super chat. Dude, I got drunk last night and unplugged my internet. It's fixed now. Nice Zelda shirt. I rewatched Endgame and cried like a baby. Thoughts on X-Men?
Thoughts on X-Men? Like, thoughts on X-Men in general? I love the X-Men. My handle is the Uncanny Omar. Thoughts on X-Men in the MCU? Sure, one day.
Why do you love them so much? When you're a kid, why did they speak to you?
Oh, because, man, as a kid, everybody feels different. Everybody feels like, I was telling my daughters this,
and
like
there were hardly any other Hispanic kids,
right? Like growing up I grew up in Kentucky. We moved here from Peru, and I didn't speak the language. It was hard making friends. So I would go home and read comics. And I started reading in English too. Uh, and it kind of became my second family to me, that these characters, uh, this is something I told Chris Claremont, and it was hard, like telling him this, like holding back tears, because he had no idea how he was affecting a young man like that, like a kid, right? That couldn't find any friends because there was a language barrier.
I bet you he did.
And I got into a lot of fights too because of that. And I went to a private school.
Because
so
of X-Men? I'm just kidding.
no, because language barriers, and because kids. This is something I was trying to get like to my kids. No matter what in life, kids are always going to find something to pick on. I don't care what it is, whether you're fat, skinny, freckles, a different ethnicity, whatever it is, they will find a way to pick on people, because kids are just jerks sometimes. And I try to teach my kids to be better people, and to stand up for the people that can't stand up for themselves. Like if you ever see a kid getting picked on, you make sure.
Did when we were at the bookstore all those years ago before we got married, and those kids were like being rude and like picking on this one kid, and so you start talking to him about whatever book he was holding. Was it Harry Potter?
They were making fun of him for reading Harry Potter.
How are kids going to be in a bookstore and they make fun of a kid for reading Harry Potter?
Yeah, I don't stand for that junk. Like,
it probably because they were just
I didn't
walking around downtown Frankfurt and
like, to clarify, anyway. I didn't go and beat up the bullies or anything.
No. You start. Did I say you started talking to the kid? Just be like, hey, what's up? After they were leaving, and to make him feel like a human.
Yeah, because that's all kids need sometimes. You don't know what that kid's going through, and I've been there. I think we all been there. Whenever you're a kid, we've all been there. You've been picked on for some reason. Doesn't matter what it is. It sucks, and man, that feeling just. Ugh. So anyway, I don't even know what the question was. The X-Men.
Yeah, that's why I love you.
Omar,
that's why I love you.
They're okay, I guess.
So Project Viking was asking, and guys, there's so many good questions here. But Project Viking was asking about, have you read Grendel? Which I have not, and I want to. Did you read it?
Mm-hmm. I can't believe you haven't read it.
I know. Well,
the comic Grendel.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Wait, right? I did read the prose.
Yeah, you read the prose.
Hold up. Have you read Grendel? No, these Omni trades are coming back to it.
Okay, those are, he's talking about the Mad Wagner stuff on
Who suggested Grendel? The
guy
that's a lawyer? He's young? Sorry, I can't remember your name if you're watching.
Oh, Fraser.
He's a good guy, yeah.
Fraser, yeah, my buddy Fraser.
All right, but that reminds me to show off what I'm reading. So I'm reading Once a Future. And if just that reminded me of what happened. I'm halfway through, and I'd love to do a video on it. Dan Moore's artwork is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Just like in Claws. Whew.
Super sexy.
And I want to compare it to Neil Gaiman's Chivalry. I love this book. It's so adorable. And the artwork gorgeous. And just to compare the two knights of King Arthur in both books. Oh, I can do it. They both got old ladies. Old ladies, guys. All right.
My wife has a soft spot in her heart for old ladies.
One thing I like about myself is I'm eclectic. We went to the library. That's why I was a little bit late, making my daughters check out books. I got Cat Kid. This one, I was like, I want to read. I'm going to read with Alicia, but I love the Dog Man. And this is the Cat Kid.
You and everybody else. It's outselling my X-Men.
Made his own comic. It's adorable. And 2001: A Space Odyssey, because I never read it. So I love cute things and I love sci-fi things.
Was that Arthur C. Clarke?
Yes, I've never read it. It's such a travesty. So,
kids suck.
Yeah.
Greg Arlou said, "Did you beat up the kids like that episode of Always Sunny?" Oh, that episode makes me so happy because sometimes. Never mind. You do it. Yeah, I love Always Sunny.
We got a couple of super chats, but have to practice for school. So
okay.
Here I go.
Okay.
Say it.
Hola Omar, ayer por la tarde veía el episodio 5 de Moon Knight y estaba un poco confundido por las secuencias con el Dr. Harrow. ¿Puedes me las explicar? ¿Me puedes explicar? Isn't that is un spoiler? How do you say spoiler in Spanish?
Well, I asked this person to practice it for school. ¿Cómo se dice spoiler en español?
So, everything will be explained in the 6th episode. You did really good, by the way. Everything will be
Good.
explained in the 6th episode. You know, because it's still like what's real, what isn't real, and that's all I will say about that. Because I think, yeah, we're getting into spoil. Go watch our show. Amanda and I review it every Friday at 8 p.m. except for next Friday. We got to review it on Thursday because we're reviewing Doctor Strange on Saturday. So because we're watching Doctor Strange on Friday. Omar, I am a
Geohazard engineer and spend a lot of time fixing the infrastructure in Kentucky. So you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
My father was the chief bridge inspector for the state
Yeah.
of Kentucky. Oh, he was so cool. He used to climb bridges without any safety
Dude,
gear.
my father-in-law
And
used
then
to
OSHA got on him.
he used to do pull-up on bridges with. He was a hard.
And he drove a Harley, and he was a pirate with a sailboat after he retired.
Your dad was a man's man.
And he would teach rappel classes, rappelling
He would make-
classes
he would
at
make
the
fun
state
of-
parks
he
so
would
that
make
people
fun of-
learn how to climb bridges.
He would make fun of the Marines because they were scared to rappel. And he's like, "Aren't you all Marines?"
That's what he said.
Your dad was so awesome.
So yeah, he passed away in 2013.
He was an awesome guy.
Serious question. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Also, let's on the other side. We sang it in like chorus in middle school, and it's so magical. Thank you. I love your reviews. Yours are okay too, Omar. Yeah, right. Can't wait. Thank you. And I miss doing it. I miss connecting in that way with you all. That just one more month of school. One more month of school. I hope to this month put out at least one video. And then it's summer Melanie time. And I'm going to focus on this channel time. And make sure I get another position next year time. Because I have to interview for my position. I did. My current position. But I'm interviewing for others because, or at least applying for others. Because just in case I don't get it. Thank you for the super chat again. I fought a lot growing up black in a small town, and I was a nerd. Still am. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Grindel is the evidence. That is a terrific review, and that is a great outlook.
Really quick. So yeah, in small towns, like I said, no matter what, like kids are going to find a way to pick on others. And one thing it did bring me was though closer to other friends that were into the same thing I was. Right? Like I love that. I love the fact that comics brought me together to friends, and it still does, because here we are on Saturday talking about these amazing books and you know, paying a tribute to one of the greatest forces in comics, Neal Adams. So yeah, I haven't grown up, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
En español se dice spoiler también. Really? I didn't know. Gracias.
Hey, Ben.
What's up, Ben? Bunkmaster B with his own channel. Just finished watching my daughter's soccer game, heading to day 2 of Comic-Con.
Oh, awesome.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
New Spook channel saying off air is kids can find Cat Kid in every store anywhere on the planet anytime. Kids these days can't find X-Men comics anywhere except in a local comic shop. I have no idea what that even is. In the middle school library where I work, because David Gabriel donated comics. And also my classroom.
And we make
I'd say classroom.
We make it a point. Right. We make it a point to donate as much comics to libraries. And I actually want to make an episode about that and talk to librarians about how we can help in other ways, because that is the generation that is going to inherit this, right? Like physical media is a dying thing. But I've always
one of the most stolen books, right?
But I've always stressed the fact that I think like physical media is a dying form, but comics and graphic novels, I think, will be the last standing, like the last guard, because I mean, video games obviously are going that route without the physical drive being in video game consoles anymore. You got to pay extra, and I think the next generation won't even have physical media.
I thought somebody did that this week.
Movies are the exact same way. I think comics and graphic novels will be the last thing to go away, and it hurts. So I want to make sure that the next generation, carries on that legacy. Thoughts on the Silver Age?
Thank you, Supreme Omega.
You can read it, baby. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying thank you. Thoughts on Silver Age Marvel, like 60s, FF, and Spidey? Do you feel they would be good for new first-time readers, or are they too dated for modern fans? The girls are liking.
My daughters are loving, like they actually love reading it. And get this, man. my daughter, who is in the 4th grade, my youngest, Alicia, who reviews with us, is really silly, and people really like some of the things that she just goes on a rant about. Like, I love like, what was it? Judge Dredd. Is he like Judge Judy? But anyway.
And we've read Daredevil, which I really like. I think that's my favorite so far.
She likes Fantastic Four.
Masterworks.
She likes the Avengers. She likes Hulk, X-Men. She's reading at an 8th grade level now.
Dude, yeah, because on her MAPS test score, I checked her Lexile range, and I was like, 8th grade, yeah. And then we started doing IXL. Okay, never mind.
My point is that comics, you know, for the longest time was like looked down upon. Like, it was frowned upon by people that read prose books, right? Novels. And no, it helps reading. Like, no matter what.
Like that terrific guy he was helping kids read. He was an employee at the school years ago, and he was like, "How you read those dang comics?"
Oh, the older guy, yes. Right? And that's one thing I love about my wife is that she gets kids to read no matter what. She doesn't care if it's a magazine about bikes or fishing, whatever it is, as long as they're reading, and I think that really helps.
Mm-hmm.
We won't buy non-physical copies of books. We regret moving our movie collection to digital. It hurts, man. I still have my movie collection. I still have my video game collection. But the fact that, you know, 4K might be the last physical media that we have.
Yeah, I can see that. Dude, Stanley does teach his kids how to read at advanced levels.
And by the way, one thing I've always heard too is like, oh, but times are, you know, they were so sexist back then towards women. Kids are smart though. Your kids will know. Kids will be like,
BS or like whatever.
Whatever. Women, like, what was the thing about Sue? You should be spending more time in the kitchen. Or no, she said something along the lines of like, but what do I know? I'm just a woman. And my daughter thought that was the funniest line of dialogue.
And then in Daredevil, what's the secretary?
Karen?
She's like, oh my gosh. She has no personality. It's just, oh, he's so cute and I love him. Oh, brother.
But it's funny, you know, because both of my kids are girls, so like whenever they're reading that, they just look at it and laugh. They're like, that was just a different time back then, and you had men writing for women, and it wasn't until, you know, we got into the Bronze Age that they started to explore, like a lot of the writers started to explore a lot of these female characters. So I find that interesting. That's one thing I saw on my channel was people like, I'm not gonna let my kids read that. That stuff is, you know, outdated. It is, but you know, kids are smart. They'll figure it out.
So you got the letter you sent.
Oh, yes.
I picked it up from the post office.
And it's almost noon. And then we'll talk about how to win these 2 books, which is very important, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for. Go ahead, baby.
Hey, guys. I hope all is well. Omar, do you think Batman Eternal Omni will ever get a reprint? Also, just wondering if the memory stick I sent over has reached you. Yes, sir. It is in good condition. It's in near mint condition.
There we go. Can you please say at least our channel's name?
And so speaking about like handwritten letters, which are awesome, we have a P.O. box in 1678 in Versailles, Kentucky, 40383. And we're just shooting email at nearmintcon@gmail.com. I would love to delve back into the emails, you know, during the summer when I'm not working. And but yeah, handwritten letters are really cool.
I love handwritten letters, and thank you all that have written us, emailed us. We're going to show some artwork while Melanie gets those. Really quickly, this is from our buddy Clifford, who does he does box set designs, like to put your omnis and absolutes in, and he's looking to get into shipping these books out for people, so you can start doing some commissions in case people are wondering. But I think this is really cool. So here's some. Let me get rid of the banner here really quick and go back to this. It looks like he's done some for Preacher. This is for the Omnis. Oh, dude! I didn't see that side of this one. So he did some for Wolverine. These are just box sets, slip cases rather, that you put your books in, just like that. Dude, that is so awesome. He does wonderful work. I think somebody commissioned him to do something. And then our buddy Ezra sent 2 Batman pieces here. This one here and Catwoman. Those are very nice, man. I like your cross-hatching there. Very, very nice. Strong use of lines, brother. You keep drawing But yeah, you can send us artwork or whatever.
Yeah, Tapsy Logic's on the chat.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, so Tapsy Logic, why don't you put where people can reach you when you want to do commissions?
Okay, yeah. You can do that. Marvel Classics is a great omni for kids to read and experience older literature. Yeah, I know. I wish I had access to that when I was younger to read like the Odyssey and things like that. If you would record another Matt My X, what would you like to discuss? I think the Dawn of X era would be fun, but before that, I think we said we would do Generation X, didn't we? Yeah, let's do Generation X, something fun like that. Omar, where's the Namor Omnibus coming out? I don't know. I haven't heard it. Another question is Peter Crisis isn't up to date. Crushing Crisis. He wanted to take a break. I don't know if that means from his website or videos. I don't know. But he is okay. I'm going to reach out to him to make sure everything is doing all right. Love Stan, but he sucked at writing women.
Yeah.
But there is a humor to that, though.
But I do love his writing stuff.
I wouldn't let my kids read modern books. Oh, dude, there's some great modern books for kids. At least kids nowadays can look at, like, somebody that looks like them, right? Like, back when I was a kid, I had The Living Lightning, and that's it. Marvel Classics reading is great. I'm also a huge fan of Stephen King. I love reading almost all his works. I love his and thank you for reminding people to hit that like button. I love his short stories.
Yes.
His short stories are freaking amazing.
This is from Sherwin in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you show that off? I like the artwork inside.
This is written by Philip Ignacio, Alex Nino. It's illustrated by Alex Nino and lettering by Lorraine Marie Garcia Barte. And this is from the Philippines, huh? This is a book called...
So thank you, Sherwin, if you're watching or watching later.
Alandel. Hope I'm pronouncing it right there. I like the design. This is it's a widescreen book, so if you're...
Oh, is that what they're called?
Well, that's what I call them. I don't know what the term is. But it's landscape, I guess. But yeah, if you're holding it up next to a trade paperback, that's the way it looks. It's a soft cover. Kind of.
Yeah.
It's in English. Oh, this looks freaking amazing.
Wrapping.
I love the use of black and white. This is great, dude. Thank you so much for sending this our way.
Oh, I see more black and white.
Oh, I think I know.
Hey, like my shirt.
Look at that. This reminds me of like Sean Murphy's artwork a little bit. This is beautiful.
New Speed Channel, no. Not all the comic boxes have been unpacked since the move.
I still have a lot to go through. I love the sketchy art, man. This is great. Thank you so much for sending that. Oh, I got to talk about these two books.
Let's see. Where? There we go. Let's scroll down while I'm trying to open this.
Oh, here, I'll do that. You can open that. That is one sharp-looking book, right? Of all the comics you've read, have you ever had an interest in considering writing a comic of your own? I have, man.
Yeah, you and Tommy were working on it.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a break, and we're gonna get back to it. But I have, yeah. Strange Academy hardcover, still 1 through 6. It is Kitty Pryde. That's all I know. And then the director's cut. Wait a minute. That's not BJ Kicks. That's Joe Cool.
Oh, what's going on? That's like a lamb woman.
Hey, Omar, recommendations for custom omnibus with custom dust jacket. I don't have any. I don't have any.
What about we just showed Cliff?
Yeah, Clifford does custom slipcases. And he's trying to find out a way to ship it cheaper. Bar with the super sticker.
Be careful with this. It takes a little bit of strength.
Thank you, Bar. My question: I recently bought the Harley Quinn Omni Volume 1, and I want to own the rest of the series. Should I wait for the Omnibus to be reprinted? Hunt them down. You're a Harley girl. I would wait for the Omnibus to be reprinted. There's no way that they don't. Harley Quinn is still one of the most popular characters.
I'd buy an Omar book.
Oh, thank you, Ethan.
So Brian, the next basement shelf tour video.
Oh yeah, I need to update that.
Finished, or do you
maybe? What comics do you think work best in black and white? For me, it's got to be Sin City. It's got to be Sin City. A lot of, it's cheating to say manga though, right? Usagi Yojimbo. I love the colors.
Cheating. Why is it cheating?
So who is this from?
This is from Sherwin in Philippines.
Sherwin was kind enough to actually send us the first 3 volumes of freaking Trece. Is that how you say it? And he has been asking me if I've read these, and I'm like, I didn't even know it was out. These are published here in America? Hold on just a second. These are translated in America. Is it Avenida? Is that who does this? Avenida? But these come from the Philippines. It's apparently really huge over there. So, thank you so much. This is the first 3 volumes, and they have made a Netflix series about it. So thank you so much for saying. Look at this art. Hold on. Let me go. Nope, not that one. Okay, this one. She has properly. That is some great art. That reminds me of manga, which I guess it is that kind of style. Let me see in here. It's this type of book. So thank you so much, Sherwin, for sending that our way, dude.
I really should open the very, very well packaged boxes beforehand.
Okay, to go back to that question about black and white, I guess Walking Dead to me has always worked in black and white.
Somebody said that.
The original, the original TMNT.
Yeah.
I know that they recolored them later, but that's always worked to me in black and white. Creepy and eerie magazines, absolutely. Love and Rockets, huh? Strangers in Paradise, then. Because of thin paper, omnibuses are no longer an upgrade from Epics or Masterworks. Discuss. Oversized artwork, baby. Look, here's the thing. I see this comment so often. I'm not. Publishers are going to try to cut corners to save money, right? If you're going to keep costs down, it's just part of life. Anything that is petroleum based is going to go up in price, and publishers are trying to figure out a way to keep costs down. I shared this with. I don't know if any of you collect toys, but I actually shared this with my friend Jess and my buddy Tyler. Every once in a while, I'm on Tyler's show to do like an unboxing of toys. But the thing is, Super Scott D. Sorry, I should have said the name of the channel. But I looked at my history of Big Bad Toy Store to check out like the different prices of Marvel Legends, because Marvel Legends, I'm like, that doesn't add up. This thing was just, when was it? Like, okay, so I looked at my last orders. I've been ordering from them for almost 2 decades now. So my Marvel Legends in 2011 was $9.99. My Marvel Legends in 2014 was $14.99. From 2014 to 2021, they were $19.99. 2022, this is insane. They went up to $23, then $25, then $27, then $30. And I think the figure I just pre-ordered was $31.99. That's crazy. So things go up in price, right? And thin paper or not, we're gonna get to the point where these books are gonna be $175. Look at what was it? The reprint of 52. DC's already getting us there. So the question is, do we want the price increase now and then, thicker paper? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what kind of contracts are made with specific printers. I'm just the guy that delivers the news. All I know is that it does bother some people and it doesn't bother others. To me, I like oversized artwork. So I'm I don't want it. What I always say is I don't want it Defenders thin or Gideon Bible thin, but I understand.
Ow, 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 ow.
Philippines has a huge comics tradition. Comics, right? Oh, wait. Tapsy Lecture saying those Trece covers are interconnecting. Are they? Let me look at this really quick. Holy crap, they are. That is awesome. I don't know if I can do this justice.
Here, I'll hold something up. And then you can close the knife. I can't do it. Here, give me one.
You hold that one up, baby.
Me.
That way towards the camera. Okay. Down a little bit. There you go.
Oh, cool.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. That is really cool.
And then we've got a package from the Philippines. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. Kolek.
Okay. Where's this from?
We have not the Philippines. Poland.
Okay. The Feedback Loop of MMX.
It's an art book.
And it's limited edition.
Oh.
And there's numbered 211 out of 250. Oh, I love art books. Oh, this is cool, man. I like the dimensions of this too. Oh, can't show that one. There we go.
And we have this book, Painter.
Huh.
This
Okay.
artwork.
This all came from Poland?
Mm-hmm. And
it's very sweet.
We've got Mr. Silence. Oh, it's not English. And then I like the names of this. Instruction for making a proper offering to forgotten gods. These single issues. And then section 7. What does this say? The strange cases of the strange and unnatural.
Ooh. The problem with me is the art bleeding through from the other side. I agree with that. Like, I see what you're saying. Masterworks. I'll be honest with you. Omnis to me have never been an upgrade from Masterworks. I've always said Masterworks are the cream of the crop. Like, that is the top tier. It's just that they're cheaper and the artwork is oversized. That's why I sold my Masterworks and went the Omnibus route. From Epics, to me, I think they're still, better than the Epics.
Oh, they're there's no dialogue for narration or.
Oh, okay. I can follow that.
Yeah, you can. Oh, because it's Mr. Silence. Remember that Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode? Hush? Was it called Hush?
Hush, yeah. Look at you. Omar, has there been any word on Fantastic Four different spines? Can Marvel stop this from happening again? Different spine. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like the font?
You're talking about the spines on the Hickman FF? I didn't have a volume 1, so I didn't get to review it. I've reviewed volume 2, and I had no idea there was a difference in the spine because I didn't have a volume 1 to compare it to until somebody told me that there was a difference. Can they stop it from happening again? Well, here's the thing. Like, with my relationship with Marvel, I do let them know, like, the things that I hear people saying, whether it's good news or whether it's things that they can try to improve. What they do at the end of the day is up to them, of course. They are a business and they're going to run the way that they need to run, to make business making money, right? Got to make shareholders happy. I don't know. So of course I can let them know that. And of course, like, I know I've let them know about the Hulk miscoloring in the reprint of the Silver Age book. So things like that.
Can you share the spine on Had Hulk Volume 4?
Yeah.
Although my fave is 462 with Hulk Ross in the tank.
This is the spine for the direct market cover by Adam Kubert. I guess when I do my overview, I need to get the file for the standard edition by Mike Deodato.
Why is the Hush episode a horrible memory? Oh man, that Buffy, of course everybody loves the musical. Remember we used to, like, one night we just sang with all our friends. We just went through the whole soundtrack.
Oh yeah. I still love it. I still prefer Firefly, but Buffy was up there at one time.
So Noah, I asked Cliff to put in the chat a way to contact him for the custom slipcovers.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep oh, here we go. I forgot to mention my email that I've started putting up videos of the slipcases and CD box sets on my channel. Same user ID.
So just look up Tepsi Logic.
I'll set up a page or something when I start taking commissions. Okay, there you go. What about those Descender reprints?
No word, man. I don't think it was officially announced. Sometimes you got to be careful whenever they put these books up there from Diamond. Like, doesn't give them an official solicitation. It's kind of why I always tell people to wait to pre-order until the books are solicited. Don't pre-order it based on what the catalog shows, because at any moment that can change. Look at, I know I use DC a lot as example, so I'll use a Marvel example. Look at Jane Foster oversized hardcover. It was in the catalog, and it was the wrong thing that they put in the catalog. The people at Hachette catalog, yeah. So it never officially got announced, and then eventually that made it over to Amazon because Amazon doesn't know. But it was never solicited. It's a complete collection, and DC has done it in like canceling things. Like anytime they put something in the catalog, doesn't get mentioned. Power Shazam Volume 2, for example. That's just one of the most recent ones I was upset about. It was in the book catalog for months, and it was never officially solicited, and now it's gone. So,
did you mention how to
let's talk
win
about
these?
this really quick. Okay, for everybody that is watching right now, anybody can enter. I don't care where you live. We're going to make this pretty easy. And I do want to say, I can't remember who it was last week that suggested this, but all you need to do, I'm going to share my screen. If you are interested in bidding on JLA or Avengers, every bit of money that we get, we're not even doing this. We're not even involved. We're cutting out the middleman because I talked to PayPal and PayPal was like, yeah, but you have to do this. I don't even want to do that. So all you have to do, I'm going to share my screen really quick, is go to, I got to stop sharing that for a second.
We're not sharing Spotify, so the music's not playing.
I know, but I can't share two things at once.
Oh.
It's stupid.
No, I thought that
okay.
It wasn't the whole time.
So all you got to go is to the heroinitiative.org. Go to PayPal. That says donate. This is if you're interested in winning one of these books, and make a donation of whatever you want. For every dollar you donate, we will put your name in a raffle one time. So if you donate $10, we will put your name in the raffle 10 times. I better call it a waffle just in case. If you donate $50, I don't care what you donate. This all goes to a good cause. But you want to, like, I'm just going to use this as an example. $10. $10. Okay. Donate with PayPal or donate with your credit card, but all you have to do, oh my gosh, why is that there? Sure. That's fine. Please don't judge my old email account.
At least it wasn't the other one.
Anyway, all you got to do is right here under special instructions, just write NMC. And then that will let me know that you take a picture of it too.
And then do what?
Then all you got to do is when you screen capture that, send us an email. And the email, just all you got to do, the subject for the email is just for George. I'll type it into the StreamYard. You can donate if you're outside of the U.S. You can donate from anywhere. We will pay for shipping for these books to go to you.
Name. It's a name. It's a proper. There you go. Oh.
Don't judge my evil Omar account. I had that thing for over 25 years.
Store and you give it as the email for spam, you're like EVIL.
All right, this is important. Then you can make fun of my email all you want. So on the subject line, all you got to write is for George. That's it. That's all it is. So ignore that street address. That is our old address. So that's good. Why did I do this earlier? But no, seriously, this is all going to go to a good cause. So,
and there are two chances to
so
win.
There's two chances. So if you don't win the
because
first
we had
one,
a gracious viewer donate.
Two viewers.
I'm sorry, donate for the giveaway.
Right. So again, all you got to do is go to the Heroes Initiative, and then
I think it is a great idea. I think that's a great way to do it.
It takes us out of the equation in case, like, the last thing I wanted is for people to super chat us. And then for super chats, they take like 35%.
Yeah.
And it sucks, right? I want to donate as much possible to the Hero Initiative because they have helped out so many creators. Steve Gerber. Oh my gosh. Just recently, they did a story on William Messner Loebs, how he was homeless and now he has a place to live. So this is, it's an amazing cause. And all you got to do is add the special instructions to the seller. Just write the letters NMC. Take a picture of it. Let me know how much you spent, and for every $1, you get one chance of winning this. If you spend $10, that's 10 chances of winning one of these. We will pay for shipping. We love you all, and it's our way to give back to the community.
Be up for a week?
It'll be up for a week, so everybody has a week to do it.
And in the description, putting in
In the subject line, put it for George.
The information you just gave, putting in the description of this video.
Yeah, I'll leave it in the description of this video.
Probably make a post. And yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm winning it. And we had a couple of super chats. I think one has disappeared from the top. When are you going to post on Patreon to make collected editions?
I usually do it Sunday. Like if my video goes up on a Friday, I usually do it the following Sunday.
Okay, I found it too. Thank you, Thomas. Hey, Omni, what are your recommendations for must-read comics graphic novels from the European market? You got this.
Meta Barons, Incal, Black Sad. Those are just some of my favorites that have come out. Magnetic Press and Humanoids has done an amazing job of bringing that library over. Anything with the words Mobius, you need in your library because they're just freaking beautiful artwork. Dark Horse has done some things, and they brought them over, like the Manara library, which I have no idea where my copies are. Those are available in softcover and in hardcover format.
The email password is
Chuck.
Thank you for the super chat. R.I.P. Neal Adams. I was so excited for X-Force oversized hardcover and X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine OHC by Benjamin Percy, but now I have to wait for June.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that has been postponed until June. But they're still coming out. Now people can make fun of my evil Omar at hotmail.com account that I just use for whatever. Incal.
So is it going to end on Friday or Saturday?
It will end on Friday at let's just say
waffle.
Yeah, as late the waffle. That's right. We'll call it that.
Hey, Cycle Cleveland.
Dude.
Not yelling.
Why aren't you yelling?
Thank you for the super chat. Is paper used in Weapon X Gallery used elsewhere?
In all their gallery editions, it's that type of paper.
Blueberry.
Blueberry hasn't been. I would suggest Blueberry, but we don't have any of those properly collected. I think there's like a total of 5. No, Jimmy, I'm not reading that. That's bait.
Taylor Talks Comics also said this. Tintin.
Yeah, Tintin is great. I finally got into Tintin like 2 years ago. I had never read it, but because of you all suggesting it,
thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who commented on the post about what are you reading. We got a lot of comments, and yeah, I went through those. I responded to some. So, what music you listen to while reading?
It depends on what kind of story. If it's like a fantasy story, like Once and Future, I think I listened to some JRPG music while reading it. Really, something. The older I got, or I get, the less and less I need words in my music. I was actually listening to a lot of Eurovision music for a while reading comics, no matter what kind of comics. And then I got caught reading, what was it? It was one of the horror stories that I talked about last October. I'm like, well, that doesn't fit the book. What am I doing?
Okay.
Sparrow, was that? I think it was published here.
Recommend Omnibus or Ultimate Spider-Man? The Greek leader can buy one.
Only one, then go with Omnibus. Because Ultimate Spider-Man, there's a volume 2, then there's a volume 3, hopefully one day, 4 to wrap it up.
Oh, Bar, yeah. Omar really likes movie scores as well.
John Williams or Morricone or James Horner. We were talking about movie scores last week.
Kitty Pride and Big Stu in Orlando were asking about the plans this week.
Yeah, there's an announcement on Patreon already, but it comes out this afternoon. There'll be an announcement on Monday morning. I should have another video next week too. I just gotta make sure it's approved and ready. I've listened to Enya while not reading Conan, while I was reading what was it? There was some manga I was reading. So it's those kind of things that I like to listen to. I remember reading a fan letter on Wizard where someone recommended listening to Nine Inch Nails while reading it.
X-Men.
For me, it was always Bon Jovi. Anything by Peters.
Let's see. Brian's saying that Berserk Volume 41 will arrive this November in English from Dark Horse Manga, featuring Miura Sensei's final work on the Beloved series, available for pre-order now.
I saw that cover and I was like, it's so weird that this is the last piece of work that he did. And he's gone now. And yeah, it really sucks, man. Like his stories will live on through us in the next. I'm just damn happy I did my part in making Berserk like at least for this channel, a household name for a lot of people. Because there was always this
because
fear.
when you did that volume 1 overview, that got like
that's our number one video on the channel.
Like hundreds of thousands of views.
So I feel like I did my part, because there was a time when I was worried that book was not going to sell because it's so obscure. Keep in mind that series got canceled the anime got canceled in Japan because it was just, they couldn't find the right time slot for it. So there was never a season 2. And I thought, how in the world is it going to work in America? So it's, I'm glad that people really like it. And yeah.
Hey, Omar, is there a chance for Thor by Aaron Complete Collection Volume 2 reprint, or is it not likely with the new Omni?
They probably won't focus on that for a long time, and they hardly ever do complete collection reprints. It's not unheard of, but they haven't really. But Omnibus it is, yeah, and it's all in one.
Your first Omni Greek leader.
And congratulations, man! Like seriously, congratulations.
Hey, Ant-Man 40. I'm surprised we didn't get another Ven Omnibus in 2021. I guess one every year is too intense.
Well, we got King in Black and Ven Omnibus by Donny Cates, though. Oh, wait, you mean in 2021? Wait, what did we get? Venom 3? And was it that year? Yes, if that stuff bothers you, Mark, then don't read it. Yeah, it's not just that. There's a lot of adult content. It's not for everybody.
Are you doing an overview of Transformers Phase 3 Volume 2? Also, my 2023 Marvel Omni list is up to 6. We know that's going to change.
That might change already, Lionheart. Am I doing an overview of it? I guess I can. I'm just trying to time myself better.
Pump for Thunderbolts Volume 2.
Yeah, me too, man. I hope it sells well enough to get a Volume 3.
Hello, I'm fairly new to collecting. Any pointers?
Yeah. Buy what you like. Find something and buy it because you're going to open it up and read it. Don't buy it because you have a fear that it's going to sell out, or because you want to, you hear other people praise it and talk about that it's going to go out of print soon. And just buy the things that you enjoy. It's about reading. It's about that experience. Don't stack up 30 books and be like, I'll get to those one day. Read them when you get them. Open that up, man. Stretch that spine and get to it. Hey, guys, we know when the Todd Father's going to drop all those Omnis. We do not have a date. I saw the dates. I just can't. That is something I can't say because that's their announcement. They can announce when they're coming. But some are coming this year. They've got them scheduled for the summer already. So, yeah. Yeah, don't go broke. Crippling debt is temporary.
Omnis are forever. That's the shirt we wore from Walt's Comic Shop. Here, let me put this up, and then what we got? Just
hold on. Hey, Omar, first time chatter here. I just got the Jason Aaron Thor Omni. Well, thank you for being here, man. Since there isn't a volume 2, which complete collection should I get to continue the run? You can go ahead and click. You would just need complete collection. Oh, you would need a little bit of 3 though. So 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Keep in mind, 5 does not contain War of the Realms, though. So you still need the War of the Realms trade paperback if you want to read it. And at this moment, if you live in Europe and you're interested in purchasing this book, or I'm sorry, in the EU,
this book
of Thor that I was just talking about, or any other of these Omnis or hardcover collections, check out waltzcomicshop.com. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for all Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat rate shipping of €9.90 for all EU countries.
And cheaper if you're in Germany because that's where he's based.
Yeah, that's where he's based out of. All emails are answered within 24 hours, and that's waltzcomicshop.com. You write the code near mint condition at the checkout. If you're a first-time customer, for a limited time, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order. Waltz Comic Shop. Melanie?
Your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe.
He calls you Jingle Mel. I thought that was cute.
Aw, Jingle Mel.
He's a good guy.
Mel.
I need to reply back to his email,
Jingle
too.
all the way.
But thank you.
We did not put the music back in the show.
So we've just been hearing music while no one else has been hearing music?
No. All right, correct.
That's embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as sharing your email name. Way to go.
Enjoy listening to it. So.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get back to it. What are we talking about?
Fine now. We're talking about Mark Waid's Flash Run. And you're welcome, Astonishing.
Phenomenal. We wouldn't have Jeff Johns' Flash run without Mark Waid. Phenomenal. It's great. Game changer, for sure. Created a lot of mythos for the character of Wally West. Reason why Wally West is my Flash. Omar, any news of FF by Byrne Volume 2 using the Masterwork material? No word yet. I don't know, man. I got a bunch of questions to ask, and David's going to hate me on Monday. So I'll wait till Tuesday to email some things to him. Oh, he did tell me about the box set. He said...
the box set that never came.
That never came, that I never got to announce. And he said, don't announce anything. Or don't say what it was, because there's still a chance that we might do it.
Oh.
So there you go.
Okay.
So there's hope. Omar, it's my birthday week next week. Well, happy birthday, X or Times.
Timesman.
Which Omni should I get? X-Men Inferno, Thor by Aaron, or Infinity? Oh, wow. Tough choices here. On the Uncanny Omar, of course I'm going to say X-Men Inferno, but I got to take Uncanny Omar out of the equation and go, what would be good for you as your Omni? Because Thor, you would only need 2 Omnis, and the second one hasn't been announced yet. Infinity Gauntlet, you would need 3 for the Infinity Trilogy, but Infinity War is out of print. X-Men Inferno. X-Men Inferno.
But you logically came around.
I logically came back to X-Men Inferno.
Omar, do it. Just announced the new Avengers reprint and a Civil War Omni already.
I can't.
Do it. Do it. All right. Hamza's got a couple of questions. Here, go ahead, answer me.
Okay. I hate to repost comment, but here goes. 2 questions. When do I read Sword of Azrael? Is Avengers the Gathering good if I want to good thing with dude. I'll answer it backwards too. Yes. Avengers the Gathering is great if you want some drama with your Black Knight and your Cersei and Crystal love triangle. 100%. Oh, and it ties into a pretty good Eternal story, I thought. Sword of Azrael, you want to read right before you get into the Nightfall trilogy, the Nightfall, Night Quest, and Night's End trilogy. Absolutely. So if you have the Omnis, read it before the Omnis. Yeah, I cannot believe that has never properly been put into Omnibus format. It is so odd.
Onslaught box set. Taylor Talk Comics has been yelling. What is the best comic to read? Listen to Guar, and don't say the Guar comic that is coming out.
Berserk. Conan the Barbarian.
You're welcome, X. And Big Stu, he did talk about what's upcoming on the channel.
Oh, I didn't. Tomorrow is going to be my top 10 essential buys or must recommended buys for the month of May, as well as the Annihilation reprint overview. Monday will be the Star Wars Empire Volume 1 Omnibus overview, as well as an announcement video early that morning. Tuesday will be the trades, and there's a lot of those. Oh, I got to plan this out. Wednesday, because it's May the 4th, I'm going to do the Star Wars reprint Omnibus overview. It's May the 4th. And on Thursday will be where to start reading Doctor Strange. Friday, I think it's my haul video. And there you go. God bless you all. Good day. Omar, I got to bounce. Announce the Extinction Agenda Omnibus. Is this how it works? I got to text David all these things. Don't forget to smash that like button, though, before you leave. Thank you, sir. Omar, please do the DC Comics for manga readers. Oh, dude, I am so sorry. I forgot, and I wrote a list, and I can't even find the list anymore. But I promise to work on that. Miller's writing has not aged well with Civil War. Well, since this is an honest community, I have never been a fan of Miller's writing. So, just saying.
Are we getting an El Muerto Omni?
I hope not. Who knows? We might get a Bad Bunny omnibus, like the favorite Bad Bunny stories. Omar, with Hulk Pad Volume 4 releasing around the corner, have you tried talking to DG? DG now. David Gabriel about Volume 5 Companion. We know you can make it happen. Oh, we've had conversations. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Lionheart.
Thank you, brother. How you been, man?
My 15-year-old niece was asking me probably questions during school vacation week. She was impressed with my answers. I showed her the picture that I took with Stan Lee. Oh, I didn't know you had that. That's really cool.
When did you get that picture, dude? That's awesome. So did you
really cool.
answer her questions? Did you blow her mind? Man, my uncle's so cool. Except Uncanny Omar can whoop him at King of Fighters. What's up, Nathan?
Okay, next year, 60th anniversary for X-Men Avengers. Any Omnis announced, like Fatal Attractions reprint. Also to celebrate, Marvel should release comics with 3D card holograms like Fatal Attractions.
Oh man. I've seen the list, and some things have already been moved down to later on. I haven't seen the full list for 2023. I don't think they've planned that far ahead yet. But it is really cool, some of the things that are getting announced. I mean, I kicked it off with Captain Marvel, the classic Captain Marvel omnibus. And to me, that means a lot. That means, like, holy crap, we don't have a lot more left of the Silver Age to be collected in omnibus format. I think there is a lot in there for everybody. No matter if you like Silver Age, no matter if you like the modern stuff, no matter if you like some 80s stuff. I think there's a little bit in there for everybody, including a big surprise. That's really cool.
Mrs. Omar, what's your favorite manga? Thanks for asking, Mark. I want to read, okay, just as a side note, I want to read Akira because I recently rewatched the movie and I'm like, man, I want to watch want to read the manga. Did you know that he wrote, who's the author? He wrote the movie.
Katsuhiro Otomo?
Yeah, he wrote the movie.
Yeah.
And like, I started watching a YouTube video about it. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, you could have just asked me instead of watching a YouTube video about it. But that's okay. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Have you seen me work around here?
You don't know time. You don't know time.
I don't know the concept of time.
Okay. Because I don't know words sometimes. So what? Oh, favorite manga. Oh, my husband's so sweet. In the countdown, he put Boys Over Flowers. Ugh. What was it? Number 20?
I guess it's her channel
number
too.
20.
Stupid manga.
But that's fine. It's not my favorite. I was rereading it for nostalgia factor, the nostalgia value. Nostalgia value? Let's see. Berserk and Masonic Koku and Sailor Moon. Although maybe the anime a little bit more than Sailor Moon. Yeah, so I like violent stuff and I like, remember Parasite. I really dug Parasite. And what's that woman who's got like the long faces and long fingers and
Chaya?
She's somebody's wife.
Oh, are you talking about you talking about Sailor Moon?
No.
She's somebody's wife.
Evangelion dude's wife.
Ano has a wife?
Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't help you in any way, does it? Well, I like her.
No.
Flowers and Bees.
Oh, what is her name?
Really like the art.
I cannot remember.
The end. I like violent and cute.
What about that Red Sonja Gail Simone omnibus reprint? That's still coming from Dynamite, and so is The Boys.
You didn't say it right. Dynamite.
Okay. Oh, how you go again?
Dynamite.
Oh, yeah,
it sounds country.
That's how you say it.
Dynamite.
DJ from Good Times gonna be like, what did that girl just say? Come on, baby, try it again. Dynamite.
Can't even do the vowels correctly.
Dynamite. Dude, that reminds me of that episode of the Boondocks when. Never mind.
Boondocks have such a good show.
Omar, have you passed along the Big Daddy David? I love all these nicknames you all have for him.
That's
your thoughts on a JMA story? I have. I've expressed my thoughts on that. Yeah. I've expressed my thoughts. Hate to be a one-issue viewer, but I'd love to see Engelhart Brunner Strange Omnibus for the 60th anniversary. Thank you. And that would be just the beginning, because I think there's enough for like 2, right? Because then you have Uncle Raj, then you have Chris Claremont. That needs to be an omnibus format. Always down
for more Silver Age omnis.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
And Hamza's saying you love the movie of Akira, you'll love the manga.
Right, the manga is like where he wanted to go, but he didn't get to finish it, right?
That's what I figured. I was like, there's parts I could tell the story could go deeper. He could go deeper. The Akira manga is much more expensive in its storytelling. You get a whole lot of story. The movie just glosses over, it doesn't get to. Like those kids, I want to know more about them. Akira,
Yokohama and
Akira himself. Because as a kid,
Akira, you get a glimpse of the movie.
Legend of Zelda, like, Link is not a girl. It's not his name is not Zelda. And Akira, always figure that Tetsuo was Akira, right?
No, his name's Kaneda and Tetsuo.
No, well, Tetsuo, it's the famous with his cape.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you think that was Akira? Nobody realizes that Namor is waiting for Excalibur Omni.
I'm sorry.
What about
did you pre-order it? TMNT Archie Comics Omnibus. No, they're not doing that, but they are doing the early years of TMNT with better mapping. Yeah. How's it going, Derek? That comes out, I think, later this year.
Dear Becky hardcover.
Have you been...
Oh, Omar, well, I agree.
What was the question?
I thought you answered it.
No.
Okay.
Have you been able to confirm that Dear Becky hardcover will be... Oh, I think it's standard size. I'm sorry. Which kind of sucks because it's not in the deluxe, or it's not in the Omnibus edition. So figured I might as well put it into deluxe size.
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly. Kaneda! Tatsu! I don't care. The streamlined dub is best dub ever. I don't care if they're mispronouncing those names. Omar,
well, I agree with I guess to buy what you like. If I didn't watch this channel or Facebook groups, I would not have given indie titles and manga and other books a chance that I now love reading. So it's tough.
Oh, thank you, man. Okay, yeah. So watching your
well, I agree with the concept, the advice of buy what you like. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. There's always, always take others' advice, right? But here's the thing, too. When somebody suggests, whether it's a channel or whether it's somebody in a group or whatever, suggests, like, this is the greatest thing you're ever going to read, and you don't like it, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just not for you. And then, because you're going to find things that you're going to end up loving that nobody suggested to you, and then you're going to find out that there's a huge fan following that doesn't like Trouble by Mark Miller.
All right. Got roll your R's.
You know I do. You roll your R's. Let me hear you, baby.
You like gunsmith cats, Omar.
Yeah, that's good. It's almost as good as your Dynamite. Dynamite?
Thank you, Jack Berry, for the super chat. Roger Stern deserves his own Doctor Strange Omni.
Absolutely, he does. Absolutely. We need that Triumph and Torment. The best Doctor Strange story. The best Doctor Doom story ever.
The original dub is the best.
Thank you.
Cam
Clark as Kaneda, not Canada. Hey, is there a version of Akira manga with the SFX in English? Yeah, there is. But you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg. It's called the Marvel Epic. When Marvel brought over Akira to America, they translated everything, and they got Paul Mounts to do the colors. Or no, I'm sorry, Steve Oliff to recolor it. Under the supervision of Katsuhiro Otomo. That has been available in 5 deluxe editions. The 6th was solicited but never came out. Or you can find the individual volumes or the skinny trade paperbacks. You're going to be paying an arm and a leg for. My suggestion, get the Kodansha one and just make up the sound effects. Go back and forth with the sound effects. Because they do translate those sound effects in the back.
I never read sound effects.
Arms and legs should never be used as payment. Shadasuk, what's up, dude?
I am going to... Where is it? Bar's asking a question for the chat, guys. So answer her question.
Where's Rebel by Design?
Has the Black Cat and Gwen Stacy miniseries been collected already? Or do you know?
No, not yet. Just the one shot with MJ that was collected. Where's Rebel by Design? We were picking on Dazzler, and I haven't seen her for a couple days. Hope she's doing okay. Good morning. You get used to seeing all these names in people's avatars that when you miss one for a couple of weeks, like my buddy Justin Wilson, I was like, hey, where they at? Where they is? Good morning, Omar and Mel. What's the likelihood of Dark Horse re-releasing Berserk's sword bookends? They sell for over 1,500. I don't know if Dark Horse, I don't know how much the collected editions department would have a pull on that, but that would be really cool. I came really close to getting it, but
yeah, you did.
Yeah, for the same reason I don't get things like the Berserk statues, because that's a rabbit hole I can't go down or I can't afford. Thank you, Mel, for the help.
You said the Dear Becky hardcovers coming out when?
It's this summer, but it's not in oversized format. It is a standard edition. I did get confirmation from my contact at so shout out to Vincent for that.
Okay, Alex is saying you'll find yourself having a particular favor when it comes to stories and comics, and you may find yourself finding Fear Agent a close second to Intrigue.
Why you do this to me, man?
Uncanny Omar talked pretty one day.
Where they is, man? Reading comics helps you know words good. It does.
Big C Orlando, please, praying hands, please, praying hands. Ask your image contact for a Lazarus Deluxe hardcover. Frowny face with big old eyes and a teardrop frowny face.
Well, let me establish a good relationship with her first. You know, professional relationship. Nope. no, not Thor, not Kingpin. Vincent Faust, really great guy.
Did you pick up the Decorum hardcover?
I did. It should be coming to me sometime next week. I may do an overview of that.
Hey, Jose.
What's up, Jose? Happy Saturday, Omar and Melanie. Happy Saturday to you. And I know there's a lot of, Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker that needs to be reprinted. So I would love to have that kind of relations with her, but man, she's just so busy. And that, I've always said that Marvel is a pretty well-oiled machine when it comes to like working with them. They've been great to work with. And other publishers have also been great to work with the amount of people that they have. But running something like Image just has to be a big freaking task. Pray for Dark Knight Detective and Cape Crusader Omnis. Are we praying now? Does it come to that time of the show?
I said praying hands, like
okay,
please, like begging hands.
I would love that.
The Lazarus reprint. What about Ant-Man Doc Ock Wedding Album Gallery Edition?
I do see. How do I put this? There is a story that's coming out in Gallery Edition that I was like, whoa, I did not see that coming. So that's all I can say. I'm happy Sleeper's getting reprinted. Absolutely.
So, help. I'm a compulsive buyer. Okay. Even though I have the Thor Simonson Omni, I still spend a hefty amount on regular floppies from the 80s from that run. The runs I have both Omnis and floppies.
This is a really good question, I did away with my floppies, my single issues years ago, because first you're going to run out of room, right? It's impossible unless you have the unlimited funds. And if you do, more power to you. That's great. But it's impossible to have a bunch of long boxes. And to me, I love the way this looks on my shelf compared to single issues, right? This to me is like, wow, these are like, I have friends that step in here that don't even read. They're like, oh my gosh, those books are huge. And it's great. Like visually, it looks amazing to me. All the different spines, even the tiny font spines. You get a different like era. I love it. Like I always pointed out, like the Dawn of X era, that stands out like from all the X-Men books. You hit a different era of X-Men when you're here. So giving up single issues for me was really difficult because I like keeping things going. I like going to my comic book store. But then when my comic book store changed owners, it just kind of sucks. And it just wasn't the same. So I stepped away and I'm like, okay. I'm just going to go with this. And this is the way I've been collecting them since then. And they've gotten so much better. And I mean by they, I mean every freaking publisher at releasing 6 issues and then immediately giving us a trade paperback. So you're not missing anything. You're missing the variant covers, but even those are collected inside of the book. So yeah, I love Omnis. I love hardcovers. I love trade paperbacks. And I love being able to just pick a book from a shelf and taking me back to that time where I was when I originally read the stories. Or if it's something new, then I like exploring things that way. So that's my best suggestion to you. Look at the amount of room you have. And then visually, are long boxes, do they look better than what your shelves can hold? Shelf appeal is 97%. Yeah. Of why he loves them. Bro, I swear I've been commenting this whole live stream. Not a single one of my comments have been clicked.
Like, bruh,
Arjun, I'm not.
And then people were explaining. There's so many great questions.
Yeah.
And I tried to.
What was your question? You had your shot. You didn't even ask a question.
I didn't even see any of them.
Arjun, you didn't ask a question.
Oh, yeah, Arjun.
Omar, Zelda or Mario better game franchise?
I wasn't done talking. That there are there's so many. I tried to spread out the love with these. So yeah, Archie, what's your question?
Archie didn't even ask a question. He's here to say I didn't get my comment chosen.
So which is better, Zelda or Mario? I like Zelda better.
Final answer.
But Mario.
Arjun said, Omar, with the Frank Miller Daredevil Omni, we need a reprint of the Companion. This is going to be my new ASM Volume 4. Okay. 11-minute warning. Now I'm getting warnings. Which comes first?
Thank you, Mark. New Mutants Omni 3 or Uncanny X-Men 5?
In the reading order, Uncanny 5. In the way they're going to be released, New Mutants 3. Thank you for the super
Omni
chat,
has
Mark.
many children in the chat and do not pick favorites.
We don't pick favorites, no.
I'm Goofy.
You were Goofy? I'm Donald. That makes Melanie Uncle Scrooge.
What? Can it be just Zora?
No, you're not going to be. Zora? You went with Kingdom Hearts instead of Disney properties?
Yeah, I don't want to be Uncle Scrooge.
Kingdom Hearts. Walt Disney himself is going to curse you for picking Zora.
Don Rosa doesn't like Disney.
Well, Don Rosa has not played Kingdom Hearts. I can guarantee you that. Can you imagine if I go over to his house and I bring my PlayStation 4? I'm like,
wait, is Uncle Scrooge in any of the Kingdom Hearts?
No, why would he be?
No, surely because of here. I don't know how many stories there are.
Do you think we'll ever get a Punisher omnibus? Just think that him and Ghost Rider are being slept on, especially when we have stories out there like War Journal and Warzone. I would love that, man. I'm sure they will come. I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where most of these things that we love are going to be collected. Like there are things that I want collected, like Dark Hawk, or Ghost Rider Danny Ketch. I think it's just a matter of time, of course. Nostalgia is heavily with that. Like, no matter when you grew up, like that's the stuff that you're going to gravitate towards, right? Oh, I'm a child of the 80s. I'm a child of the 90s, early aughts. I want that stuff. Always forget they freaking parents, bro. Gen Z language.
Teachers or our daughters Gen Z. I don't know what Gens are anymore.
What the? I'm Generation X, baby. Best generation ever. We don't put labels on people. What are you, Gen Z?
Richard, that's really cool. I got Snow White Disney and fanboy.
Like the original?
Yeah, from like 30s.
How old is
Batman,
that lady?
Spawn, Transformer, TMNT collector. What Omnis would you recommend getting into Marvel Omnis?
Ooh, okay. So you like Batman, you like Spawn, Transformers, and TMNT. Oh, Daredevil, baby. You already like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so you know that was heavily inspired by Frank Miller's Daredevil. And you like Batman, so he's a brooding type of character.
Stick.
Yep. He's a broody type of character. So yeah, go for Daredevil. Get the ones that are available now. Get Frank Miller, obviously the reprint. And then from there, you'll expand your mind. You'll want to probably check out like some of the Punisher if it's still available. I think Back to War, is that one still in print? No, it's not, but it's still pretty cheap. But yeah, that's, you find one thing and then you'll expand from that. Is that Gabriel? Is that our Gabriel?
No.
My buddy.
That starts with an R.
Yeah.
What's a good Omni to read to get into X-Men?
Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, Astonishing X-Men, the House and Powers of X. I need to do a video on where to start reading X-Men, but first, we're start reading Doctor Strange since I've been emailed a lot to do that video. That is my 2 cents.
Early in the stream. Oh, you even used the emoji. That's why I went like this. Omar was showing off art for a book and said, not that one. I don't know what it is, but I wish there was some software after our stream available where people could view it, like on Patreon. Our Patreon, which supports Omar's career, doing these videos every single day. $7.77 tier is engagement. We'll engage everybody and get married. That would be awkward. What if I was like, that would be amazing? This is
the horrible sell for our Patreon.
You get to be part of the book club and ask me anything after hours chats and all the goodies afterwards as well, like writing, voting rights, and access to early videos and access to documentation.
Yeah, and thank you to all our patrons because you all make videos like this possible. Are you going to do a video on the Firepower Deluxe when it comes out? I have a feeling you will love this book. Yeah, I will be. Omar, Kite Man getting his own animated series, a spinoff of Harley Quinn. Do you think
Man?
He's a character from Batman? Do you think he'll get his own comic series? Probably. Hey Omar, what's a good Omni? Oh, got that one already. Your theory is wrong, Omar, because I'm a 90s guy and I'm mostly like the Silver Age and Bronze Ages. Awesome, man. Graham is like Generation Z and he likes Silver Age. Gen X represent. What are the essential reads for Hickman's X-Men OHCs in particular? Really, really, what you just need to read is the House and Powers, Jonathan Hickman's X-Men, X of Swords, and Inferno. That's it. I mean, maybe if you want to enjoy X of Swords more, Excalibur.
Type man's name is Chuck Brown, as in Charlie Brown, and he would get his kite stuck in a tree.
Oh, that's adorable.
Awesome.
Wouldn't mind having an Angelo Fortunato Venom Omnibus. I would also recommend Wolverine. Yes, they're the Snow White actress. Gotcha. As someone who can represent Gen Zs, I say you guys are amazing. Thank you, Lynx. Thank you.
No,
I like your avatar
joking.
about X-Men 92. Omar, breathe if we're getting an Uncanny. Y'all are getting silly.
Lionheart's asking for the email address again.
Oh, I got you, man. I wonder if Omar will review Alan Moore's Lost Girls. Not on these type of videos. Maybe on Patreon. That book. Woo. This is our email address, nearmidcon@gmail.com.
Do you want to remind people how to enter the waffle?
Oh, yeah. And if you are interested in winning a copy of this book, we will pay for shipping. All you got to do is go to the heroesinitiative.org, donate however much you want to. For every $1 you donate, that is one chance. Oh, thank you. One entry. And where you go in, I should go back to the video if you want to watch it. By the way, big shout out to Final Shadow for always putting the timestamps on the video. So you can enter $1, you enter however much you want to, but as long as you take a picture where it says special instructions and you donate it under special instructions, just write NMC, just the letters NMC, and just take a picture of that, email it to us at nearmintcon@gmail.com. So that's it. And then
it'll be for a week.
Subject line is for George.
It'll be for 1 week.
For 1 week, we'll leave it open to him.
It'll be in the description.
You guys are the only live chat I watch. The best. Thank you, man. Check global sellers. Maybe it will come up. So anybody can enter. I got your reference. Omar, get David in the danger zone and ask for El Muerto Omni. No. Omar, do the pages in your Omnis ever start looking wavy? Yeah. Some of them do. Some of them come, like if they've been sitting at a like at the printer or a distribution or somewhere, depending on where it was printed, some of them start looking wavy. I think, what was it? The Captain America by Rick Remender. That one I remember noticing the most on.
Hey, we're valid. Archie says we're valid.
Oh, thank you. Is that good?
We're validated.
Yeah. Gosh dang it. Best. Where's Michael Emmon not doing his job?
Wait, you didn't click it.
I don't even know what that means.
Don't show
This is why I don't have TikTok. Too much temptation. Block user. Goodbye. Go bother someone else.
Oh, somebody's meant to be doing their work. I think they're saying that they're watching this instead.
Best cams. Yeah, best cams. Y'all leave best cams alone.
Why is this so funny?
I'm gonna go to best cams. I'm like, y'all got a near mint condition code I can use. Get 10% off your first order.
It's a UK seller.
What if it was a legit person? Like, I'm just trying to ask a question. Thank you again, once again, for entertaining me on my Saturday. You're so welcome, Noah.
With emojis to make it cute.
Kite Man's weakness is a mild gust of wind. Omar, has there ever been a word on Fantastic Four different size spines? Can Marvel Oh, I answered your question earlier, man. Did you bounce? I have I've got a list of things to ask Marvel, and I'm sure they can stop it from happening. Omar dancing on TikTok. We are going to work on our TikTok. There's a webcam channel on the chat. Yeah, I know, right?
Alf does a nightly.
Maybe they just sell cameras. Don't be a hater, Omar. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying to sell you a camera for.
Should one of us change our screen names to best? Don't.
You'll get banned.
You'll get banned. I don't want that to happen. Best Cam should use their work account when asking questions. I can't even get a super chat from Best Cams.
Oh, the Red Hood says greetings from Germany. Literally everyone I know who reads comics follows you.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
really cool. Thank you. Thank you all for your great support, and thank you so much for making this a positive community, a positive channel. and just a place to have fun together. And Richard's making a "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" reference.
I love
remember
the
that
Coen. I
movie.
love the Coen brothers, so that's a good
Oh,
reference.
there is a webcam chat. It's Ask Me Anything in the book club. Yes.
Yeah, there is. Yes. So yes, if you, I do want to say, if you live in America, don't forget to check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They are building their website. I got to see their website. It's really cool. It's changing a lot, and he's building a way to do a coupon code for near mint condition. So maybe, save you a couple bucks. And it's a good relationship we built with our sponsors. And again, if you live in Europe, or the EU, sorry, Walt's Comic Shop. Did I miss the schedule for this week? And just in case you did, tomorrow is my top 10 must-buys or essential reads for the month of May, as well as the Annihilation Omnibus first look at the reprint. Monday is the freaking awesome Star Wars Empire Omnibus overview. Tuesday will be the trades, and there's a lot of trades coming out on Tuesday, as well as Old Reader, New Reader. Join Maddie for that at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's also on Wednesday is May the 4th, so I'm doing the Star Wars overview of Jason Aaron's Star Wars reprint. And Thursday will be the Where to Start Reading Doctor Strange, as well as the review at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of the Moon Knight TV show with the amazing Amanda and I. And Friday will be my haul. And Saturday, we're back here, as well as the Doctor Strange review with Amanda and I. So that's it, everybody. We just want to take this time to thank you all for being a part of this. If you're catching this later, thank you all. Smash that like button on the way out. I promise I try to get back to the comments. I at least see the comments come in, and it's a lot. Sponsored by Best Camps. It really means a lot. Like all the things that the channel has grown and just kind of become its own thing. And it's almost like I don't even have to answer sometimes, because most of you all do a great job of interacting with new people and giving them great advice. And I'm like, I can step
Especially
back.
in the Discord. The $5
Oh yeah, we do have
Patreon gives you access to the Discord. People have fun.
Thoughts and prayers with my buddy Tim. Love you, brother. And look up, man. Things are gonna get good. Yeah, everybody have a great Saturday, Sunday, wherever you are. And I am going to be on the Australian show tonight. I guess early morning for them.
7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah. I don't know which channel it was, though, because I got invited from 2 different channels. First world problems. Everyone, stay healthy and safe. We love you all.
Yeah. Stay minty.
Yeah. What, Melanie?